Broadcast live.
Yo, at DJ Sbu, speak right about now. I think they even used his voice on this song. You know what I mean? Let's get him on. Let's get him on. Let's get him on. We're waiting for DJ Sbu right about now.
Boom. Sbu.
Hey, Slikour. How you doing, bro?
I'm Nandi. Hey. Yeah, but
yeah, otherwise.
But Sbu, you know.
I can't think on. Sorry, man, my phone was dead, but yeah, I'm here.
All right, perfect. How's things going, man? Thanks for.
It's great, sure.
Thanks for postponing Hustler's Corner for us tonight, bro.
You know, for you, anything, Joe. You know, you run this industry.
Imagine that.
Yeah, but it's great, man. I'm really proud of you, bro. You know, I just love how you evolved your business and literally focus on online, like 5-7 years ago when you started. But it's beautiful to see eventually everything come to fruition or going towards that direction. I think you were one of the early players to be a pioneer and get into the space, you know, and I'm proud of you. Congrats with everything you've achieved.
Thanks, my brother. Appreciate it without a doubt. You know, I mean, you are out there multitasking, you know, multi-businessing. I just wanted to ask you, what businesses do you run right now? You know, it's almost like every month there's something new that pops up. What businesses is Sbu looking over right now?
I think it differs because, you know, for any entrepreneur, the main goal is to create wealth, is to create different streams that pour into this big pool if you want to create wealth. And how I've created my streams, some might not necessarily be giving me money now. They're probably investments. Money is going to come later, but some are probably giving me money now. It's probably not a lot of money. Some, it's a good substantial amount of money, etc. And that amount of money probably comes annually in a form of dividends because it's a business with other people. So I'm currently involved with Mofire, the beverage company that you know about. I'm involved with Massive Metro, the media company that you know about. I'm involved with the vodka company, Local Flame. Some of you guys might not know it's called Local Flame. I'm involved with Leadership 2020. We publish books, we do seminars, we are in the conference and people development space where we in the space of, you know, inspiring people, you know, getting people to grow, getting people to be inspired to start their own businesses and just breeding future leaders. It's called Leadership 2020. We also have and then I've got some private investments that they don't have to be public. Nobody has to know about them. It's just my own silent things that are, you know, it's my future investments and big things that I'm building for long term.
That's dope. So now you've just dropped a new single, Mbambani. I'm pronouncing it right.
Mbambani.
Yeah.
Mbambani, yeah.
Now, with being a business person and also doing music, what are the obstacles of actually focusing on making music and while you taking care of all your other businesses?
Very good question. It's not an easy thing. You know, like right now I told myself this year, I'm going to focus on being creative. Being creative meaning I'm in the manufacturing plant and I'm manufacturing. What am I manufacturing? I'm manufacturing words that become sentences, that become paragraphs and pages and chapters and all the way into my 4th book, which is around the music industry, the music business, which I'd also like to talk to you about it. I'd like for you to be involved in that book because you are a very big part of the South African music story. You know, I'd love to have a conversation with you on that one. We'll chat privately. So I'm in the creative space of building that, putting together the book. This has given me a great opportunity to be able to write and focus, you know, this time. And then I'm also in the studio, obviously putting together a new album after a break of 8 years. Took a break in 2012 to go start these couple of businesses and write these 3 books. I mean, been away for 8 years, started 5 startup companies, wrote 3 best-selling books, and I'm back with a new label. But I'm still learning. I want to see how the industry operates. How are you guys doing your thing right now? What's the right model to put in place? You know, so I'm just studying it. But in the meantime, I've just released the first single called Mbambani, which came out last week, Friday. People are loving it, but if you listen to the sound, you'll hear it's an African sort of sound that is friendly to any African who's staying anywhere in the world. You know what I mean? It's that Afro house.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
and that's currently what I'm doing. So, yeah, go ahead.
No, continue.
Oh, yeah. Then I was zooming in to answer your question. Answering your question means then you have to schedule to know, okay, do I have an opening this year to after I put together an album, do I have like 6 months where I'm going to be doing my radio tours, doing my marketing, doing shows? Am I ready? Am I fit? Do I have time to go give that some attention, to go market my music? And yes, I do have the time, because I think the businesses that I've started are sort of starting to walk. It's obviously, despite what we're going through right now, where everyone is going through their own challenges, we are also going through challenges. But I think I've put in a significant amount of energy for my businesses to now walk, and for me to be then able to go do other things. So I've got a team, and More Fire Business has got its own team, it's got its own office, it's got its own board, and it's got its own people that run it. I just so happen to be a part of that team, and I just so happen that I'm the founder. But it's grown now where it's got its own legs, it's got its own business, and it's running. Same with Massive Metro. Every business got its own challenge, but it's also running. With Leadership 2020 as well. I obviously have partnerships and all these things that I'm doing. And then, I have my own interest right now. It's like, you know what, let me go write a book. Let me go make some music. Let me go and have fun. I don't think I'm doing those things to go make money. I think you would know as well that, there isn't too much money in South Africa in authoring books or in making music per se. The money is in shows. It's in all these other things. Yes, there is money if you're smart and you structure your deals in a very smart way, but I'm still learning that. And I think I've got the appetite to want to play and learn the game. And I'm giving myself about 5 years to learn the game, because, I think music is what I want to retire in, and writing books is what I want to retire in, because those are the things you can do from your house, even as an old man, and just send online, and your youngsters run around and push everything,
You know what? The reason why I asked you that question of like the balance of business and music, it's what I'm going through. Where I wanted to kind of get from you, where my biggest challenge has been actually just working on music, and not because you want to sell, not because I want to tour. I don't have energy for that. It's just because it's always calling me.
Yes.
And I'm always right. I've never stopped writing. I got like verses for days. So the one way that I was able to get closer to making music is like, I'm at my place right now, like all of us should be, I guess. And I literally like kind of started building my own studio, like here at home. So it's just all here for me,
Clean, I must send you some more fire. Don't hide that Red Bull. It's okay. I must send you some more fire.
No, that's for me. That's me and you are good. I mean, that there's no more fires because you haven't sent it. Man, I'm not complicated. If there's no more fires because you haven't sent it, in Red Bull now, they've sent it. So, and maybe you can call me up. So you must speak to your marketing team there, Sbu. That's all I'm going to say.
Sure.
No,
I know. I'll send you stuff. And I'm proud of the fact that you built the studio in the house, because we focusing on our businesses, and we are focusing on empowering young people and using the blessings that God has given us to be the light to the younger guys that are following us. And I see you doing that, and you do it so well, using your skills and talent while you are running a business. It's a beautiful thing to witness, Nami, same here. When I have a conversation with you, I know when you get out of your house, so these are Grootman, so these are OG, and it's something you can't run away from. Just take the title, and just also find a way to be able to balance when to do this, when to do that. Unfortunately, the situation that we're on, nobody predicted it. But well done for building a studio in the house, so that you're able to create. You see, what's nice about us is that we've got the talent to create ourselves. You don't need anybody.
It doesn't
stop.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
So
well done.
I got a studio in my house, and I got a studio in my office. You understand?
Yeah.
So sometimes my sister took spana when everybody's left in Salangiwan, and then I tell my wife, "Good, no, spana, spana late." You know what I mean? So build something in the house also, and I like what you said, because when everyone asks me what's in the end, I go, all I want to do is just sit in a studio, not worry about the bills, not worry about the business. I want that stuff to be running on its own, because in the end, I just want to sit in the studio, not me making music, maybe sit with other guys who are super talented and like just listen to them, throw in my input here. That's all I want. For me, I've heard people saying, when I retire, I want to have a boat, I want to have this. I just want to be in the studio.
In the studio and create.
Sincerely, not be in the studio because I'm rushing somewhere else or I'm just there. And I'm
Njalo.
You know what I mean? That's really what
and that's your happy place. Because that's where it started. I mean, I remember hitting my old Golf GTI 2020 that I bought from Mapaputi, driving to Leondale and being a little woman Slikour. Sanbonan, ma ukona siyabonga. Sanbona kunjani ma? How come ule upstairs? Go up there. Slikour is upstairs cooking. You know, I mean, to see, I can't believe time has just gone like this. And that's like almost what, 15 years or 20 years ago, maybe, you know?
Unbelievable.
This is where we are. And I guess that's incredible is the type of men that we have become. I think I'm really proud of us because we care about our community.
Yes.
At the same time, we've matured into being these, you know, these men that are family men. And I think it's a beautiful way to mature. You still have your youthful aura around you or about you, but at the same time, in here you are grown, and you're also not selfish to keep sharing the info. You know.
Yeah, you know, and you know, and I know a lot of people can't really understand these things. It's like, as much as there's Red Bull here, as much as you've got like your radio station, you know, you can still come out on my platform and go, yo, I'll post my thing to jump on your platform, you know, and it's that energy that we have where, I mean, people ask me, so AK is launching an app. And I'm like, but today I was speaking to him to talk about that, you know, it's like, it's that consistent thing of we literally planting each other, nurturing each other, because at the end of the day, you know, some of you understand? So today, the only way you can block anything from anybody is with information, you know what I mean? And I think that we try to give a lot of information from the things that we do, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think there is now a lot of people right now going through fear and they're vibrating on a lot of frequencies because there's a lot of uncertainty, and it's because of fear. And fear creates a very low vibration, and you're not exuding that high vibration energy. So when people are in fear, that's a low vibration. People are scared, and it's understandably so, you know? So when we're going through what we're going through, people like you and I that might have information here and there, you know, share what you can as far as the music is concerned. But the reason I'm making this example about what's going on is once you get information, you get liberated. So I've been doing my own research online and following the World Health Organization and, you know, global players and what's going on with this coronavirus thing. The more I started getting information, the more I started getting a little bit, as a business person, the more I started relaxing a little bit, because I sort of understand what's going on and I sort of understand the bigger agenda that they're trying to do, which does not favor somebody that looks like you and I. But then if you have information, you sort of know what's about to come within these next couple of years or moving forward. So you also structure your business in a certain way. It's the same thing with the music. If there isn't a port of knowledge that is there for any young person to access, then it's, you know, young people are hustling blindly. But if there's just that port where they know they can just, you know, come to Massive Metro anytime, they can just come to Slikour anytime, or they can either tag you or call you, then it's so cool, because their favorite artists sometimes they're followed by so many people that it's difficult for them to give people attention. But I think people like you and I, who have sort of easily, I don't want to say gotten out of the industry, we sort of stepped out of the spotlight in a smooth way, but we're still in it.
Yeah.
But we're sort of more approachable to always be that guiding light to the younger musicians, you know? So it is knowledge. Knowledge is very, very important, Slikour.
So tell me, you know, I mean, you were like highly fast. You were like the original King Kotini, you know.
Sure.
I mean, you have knickknacks, outfits for your history to look back to and be embarrassed about. What's happening with Njebe? You know, because before I judge it, I'm like, because you're the King Kotini, maybe it's a fashion movement. So what's happening with that?
I guess it's growing, Slikour. I mean, I'm sure now the more you you've been reading books, you know, the more your mind starts operating on a different way. And becoming your own man and just being comfortable in your own skin and knowing who you are guides you to make decisions that are good for you and that you think are good for your family and for your future. And currently, with what I'm going through, I'm comfortable in my facial hair and just my hair going through what it's going through. You know, it's one of those moments that I'm going to look back as an older man and be proud of what I've been able to do during this period, because it's going to be memorable. It's the time I had facial hair. It's the time I had hair, and it's easy to calculate because you can see when the hair was this small, was this big, and when it became dreadlocks, and when it became that dreadlock. So it's easily identifiable. It's Katisan. But the significance of it, if you go and research or you read a lot of Black history books, the relation between our hair as Black people or African people and our African history, there's a lot of depth in it. So back in the olden days, obviously there wasn't technology and the world wasn't as civilized as it is right now. And how our ancestors were able to connect to the higher power, which in other relationships would be, it would be a god. In other religions, it would be a god, or it would be Allah, or other people would refer to it as the universe, but just that higher power. Our ancestors were able to communicate or to connect to uNkulunkulu wetu through such things. You know, ngathi inywela ama-Ariel. I mean, you know, lenzo ikhuluma ngesizulu in case angifuna ukuthi abanye abantu babe offended. Uma ubheka ihlahla noma ubheka amabloom noma ama-plant, yonke into ukuthi i-nature ehambelana nemvelo kaNkulunkulu ikhula towards the sun. Ingakho iy'nwele zomuntu omnyama uma ikhula zikhula towards the sun, because zikhuluma iqiniso ukuthi iBhayibheli uma likhuluma ngabantwana base-Israyeli, abobani abantwana base-Israyeli bamampela. Kodwa kubuhlungu ukuthi siye sahlakaniphelwa thina, kwashintshwa into eyithile ukuthi zifavor abanye abantu. Ingakho abantu bakithi ngapha basalahlekile namanje. Kodwa the more you start finding out that type of information, the more you want to practice things that were more done by your ancestors. And as you're going through that journey of self-discovery or spiritual discovery, ufunda iy'ncwadi, ubuza imibuzo, noma unethuba lokuthi mhlawumbe utravel ubuza abantu imibuzo because you want to grow in here. And I'm just pretty much going through that journey. And you can call it a spiritual journey. Last year I was on a sabbatical, the whole year. You know, I was just zuling all over the world. I was in Europe. I started in Africa. I visited a lot of African countries, and a lot of the African history that I got exposed to, and a lot of the things that I learned, especially in Ethiopia and Egypt, were very life-changing for me. And I would say they had a very big part in having me leave my facial hair as is right now, as I continuously go through that journey of self-discovery, which was a very big part, and it even put me in a position where mina nomndeni wami sengishume wami, you know, kunaleyo, I don't want to say ngabani ukuthi umama wami aka-understand ukuthi bekanga-understand ekuqaleni. Uma ngikhuluma ngokuthi ma, yes, ngikulele religion ongikhulise ngikuyona, kodwa manje ngicela ukuthi ngike ngime kancane ukuthi njengoba ngizowakha umndeni noma ngakho umndeni, ngazi ukuthi umndeni wami nguguide kanjani nokuthi you know, what religion are they going to practice. But I have to be sure with myself first. I'm very 100% sure I have done research around what's going on in the world, because when I just had to grow up and follow what my parents were telling me. But now that I'm my own man, I had to go do my own research, which I'm still currently busy with, and that has to do with why my hair is like this. So you can look at it as ngatama Ariel. You know, I'm connecting to my ancestors, my gods. I'm connecting to the earth. I'm connecting to the universe, to uNkulunkulu in a way. But when the time is right, or when I feel like maybe I'm in a comfortable space now that I can let the hair grow at some point, I'll probably do that. But for now, I'm okay like as I am. You know, I'm very comfortable.
Time is rapping, because I got an exclusive of a quest up my Friday, so people want to hear this stuff before it comes out. You know, Indigo Stella, just to mention them, Indigo Stella, Uncle Party Time. You know, but from a student's perspective, biggest regrets in the music business, or just music, biggest regrets in business, And how do you think like a person like myself or anyone of your peers can assist in amplifying your work? Those are 3 questions.
Okay, biggest regrets, I don't have any. I just really do believe everything happens for a reason. I think I'm really blessed to be living the life I'm living and to be playing the role that I'm playing on earth. I always say to people, I'm blessed to be a blessing. You know, I fully understand my purpose and I've been living it out all these years. And I'm never going to say the day I retire. I think I've been retired all my life. I don't even think I've ever worked a day in my life. I think I'm one of those lucky people like yourself, been doing what I love all these years that I've never felt like I'm working. I would redo that again. You know, when people complain about their bosses and all of those things, I can't relate because I've had to do what I love all my life. And it's brought me all these amazing things and this great life that I'm living and my kids and things that I'm a part of and that I own. And out of all the failures that I went through while on that journey, those were not failures. And I think I'm really, really blessed to be where I am. And then to answer the next question, what are some of the things that you guys can do to support me? It's not about me. It's about you supporting yourself. You support yourself by growing yourself. I want to grow mentally. How you want to grow mentally is by seeking knowledge. How you seek knowledge is, yes, the internet is there for you. That's the right tool. But seek knowledge from the right places. You can seek knowledge from abantu abadala who are not even on social media. You know, they'll give you so much wisdom that you'll become a better person. And that must be a habit where getting used to having conversations with the elderly. You'll learn so much about who you are, about your history, and just about life itself, because they've got so much to teach. But unfortunately, not a lot of them are online. And lastly,
no, I think you it was really regrets in music, business, and which seems like you got none. And also like how we could actually support with everything that you're doing, you know.
I think how we support one another is by supporting each other. I mean, it's great because when I see you know, I've always said, Mina, my motto is go create wealth so you can have a seat on the table. When you have a seat on the table, that's when you can speak with the big boys and that's when you can influence policy. It doesn't mean you can't be able to do that now, but I think I'll have a bigger voice when and it's easier to influence politics and impact society on a bigger scale. It's just to create wealth, but while I'm on that journey of creating wealth, I'm sharing information, I'm inspiring other people to do the same thing. When I got fired at Metro, you do know, a couple of years ago, just to go back to that issue or that point, I don't think any of you guys was liberated, you know, especially us in the entertainment industry. I think I liberated everyone because now I look around, everyone has got brands, businesses, and everyone is preaching that narrative, which is what we need. We need one of us to break the barrier, but we need all of us. It can't be one person. You know, when you suffer certain consequences, it's not for you. You're suffering for an entire generation. So I love the fact that now mentally we are where the Americans were. But we still have a long way to go. And I think I'll continue being that person who's for the community. Even when I do attain those riches or that wealth, it'll all be poured back to the community.
So check it out, Sbu. All I'm going to say to you is that you and I are going to meet at the top. But because we meet on our journey there, we'll meet on our journey also.
Proud of you, bro. Let's keep doing what we're doing, man. And thank you for the humility, the consistency in what we're doing. I think business schools in future will look at businesses like Slikour, OnLife, or Patu, or Mofire, Massive Met, Touch HD, or all these businesses that we're starting now. You know, generations that are watching us now, they'll be MBA students at the time, or they'll be CEOs or whatever. But I think what we've been able to do, I like the fact that we've done it. We didn't just speak about what we've been able to do. We're able to carry out those messages or the dreams of our ancestors. It's up to the younger guys now to take what we have been able to do and wanna do it on a larger scale. We need more Trevor Noahs, we need more AKAs, we need more Patrice Mutsipes who are younger, the more Dangotes, etc. But I think I like the fact that we are doing, and the guys are watching. So thank you very much for being a friend, for being a brother. And all these years, you've remained the same. You've never changed. I'm looking forward to our connection very soon. And big up to Questa as well. I know he's dropping, I don't know if he's dropping 2 new singles, but I do know he's dropping a single.
He's dropping 2 new singles on Friday. So they've given me the exclusives, even though they said I mustn't announce it. I must surprise people. I've got another one from Indigo Stella, Nabo, Uncle Party Time. But But going back to our conversation, because I do have to wrap, Sbu, one thing that like keeps me sane is that, you know, you talked about like, you know, people watching and learning. It's like, we the generation of the foundation. You know, every new idea, we create the new ideas, whether it's Slikour OnLife and today someone does an app and it grows and it gets X amount. We literally like get people inside and people go, so it's okay to do it. So sometimes some people literally have to be the guys that literally carry the cross. So everybody else literally like start reading the Bible and go to heaven. Yes. Because now they're not sure should we read it or shouldn't we? You know what I mean? Yes. So you are a king in that, and that's why I always respect what you do.
If you can liberate or teach people to be independent and not rely on the government or the white man, you've done a great job for the black community, because that's where they have us. We are relying on them. We are depending on them. Mina and you, as much as we could be struggling in growing our businesses, we're not where we want to be. We'll eventually get there. But what I love, we've got our freedom. That's why I can even leave my hair whichever way I want to. There's no boss who's going to tell me I must go kunda my hair.
Straight. Sbu, straight shout out, man, for the new single. Make sure you get Sbu's single, stream it on all the streaming platforms. And look out for Sbu's journey. I mean, he's coming back. I see you bringing back Zega Zega Records, you know. So yeah, man, we're looking forward to it, bro.
Yeah, it's a long journey. Still under the mentorship of TK. I actually saw him here. I think he commented. He's watching. was watching.
TK called me to try sell me the music from his son, but I don't know where
from Caesar.
You know what I mean? You know, yeah.
I'm with Caesar here. Caesar, where are you? Where is he? Where is Caesar? Come say hi to Slikour quickly. He's hanging out. Come through quickly. We're with our youngsters here. This is the future right here. I'm with the future right here. Say what's up to Slikour.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, man? What's up? I think your pops is trying to send me some music, and I don't know what happened, but like, don't blame him and think that like he's not trying to support you, because he did hit me up.
Nah. The music is fire, bro. You should listen to it. Like, it's crazy. Afro beats, you know, we're pulling up. It's crazy right now.
Fire.
Yeah, you should listen, you know, and tell me what you think.
Yeah, sure. Hit it up. Send it through. Sbu's got my contact, so let's make it happen. Sbu.
Love you, bro. Thank you, man.
Sure, man.
Take care.
Broadcast live